My name is Nichelle Richins. I've been teaching yoga for a couple of years and practicing yoga. I'd like to teach you a couple of things that I do working behind the desk most of the day to help my body kind of stay kind of awake and maybe a little bit more pliable so I can easily get out of my chair. So some of the first things that I do is I straighten up my spine, bringing your shoulders and rolling them back, lifting your chin, and trying to open up that breath. As you take in a big deep breath, you want to be able to get maximum capacity. And as you exhale, you want to empty out everything out of those lungs. So we're going to do a little practice where we're going to count up to 7 breathing in. And then I want you to hold it for 3 seconds at the top. And then we're going to slowly get rid of that air and let it out. So here we go. Let's go ahead and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. And exhale. In this practice, try to get everything out of your lungs. Get it all out and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, and exhale. Get everything out. Try to get everything out of those lungs and breathe it out. You're good. All right. If you're like me, I have been sitting at a desk, I've been writing, I've been typing. Let's take a few minutes and look at your hands. So one of the things I like to do is just take a nice stretch, get those fingers nice and stretched out, pull them back, move them around, get that wrist kind of moving. And sometimes I take each finger and kind of move them around and make sure that we're doing some intentional stretching on both sides. Then bring it over to your other side. Just take a minute. I know that it kind of seems like we just forget about our hands because we're using them so much, but sometimes just an intentional pull and push and just kind of moving them around, you can really make them last a little bit longer in the day when especially you need them to. But getting that oxygen to them and kind of breathing in as you breathe in and just exhaling and just allowing yourself a little bit of time to get those moving just as we want. The next thing that I would do is I would come to my feet. I work at home, so I am always barefoot. So one thing when I'm in my comfortable position is I take a minute, and it might not seem very yoga, but we do a little bit of self-care in yoga. So you're actually rubbing your feet and getting some blood back in them, especially if you've been sitting for a little bit of a while. That's always a good helpful thing to do, is to get them nice and rubbed out. So try to remember to keep your posture up as you're going through it. Just rub those feet out a little bit and let them know, hey, we're good. We're good. You're good to open up. I'm good to open up. If you go ahead and are on the floor, or if you want to sneak on the floor right now, coming to a pike position, you can really allow yourself to stay in that upright seated position, breathing, big deep breaths, okay? And then slowly allow yourself to come forward just a little bit, not too much. You're not winning any races, and I'm not being able to get all the way over anyway. So as you just come forward, just stretching, you might want to grab those toes if you can, maybe even just on one side, and try to pull them back a little bit and go from there. Then you can kind of rub your legs all the way back up as you come through and allow them just to get a little bit of a hamstring stretch, a little bit of your calves stretched out, and just grab a hold if you can, or if you can't, whatever it is, but try to come through to get some good feeling here. Okay, now it's time to get up. So as we have a couple of great things to do, we want to work on that breathing still. Taking that deep breath in, move your arms up. Coming all the way to the top, keep that breath all the way in, hold it at the top just like we did in the breathing when we were sitting. And then as you exhale, kind of diving down, And exhaling here. Now, you might not be able to come all the way down to your feet or feeling here, but get as low as you kind of can and allow that feeling that you might get in that hamstring as it starts to loosen itself here and getting yourself to where you can really start to feel how you're doing. Now, as you are in the folded over position, you might be able to start to feel, how is your back doing? Am I getting enough oxygen into my spine every day? Am I getting enough of that energy kind of bringing it through? And so if this is getting really difficult, maybe practicing a little bit more every day, breathing in and then exhaling here and really feeling, am I getting a good enough sleep? Am I allowing myself to stretch through on each side? So let's do this really quick and see what we can come up with. So as you get yourself to that standing position, get yourself nice and comfortable. Breathe in, lift up, and then exhale, coming forward, and then allow yourself to just hang here and allow that oxygen to start coming into the spine by breathing in. Then breathe in, come all the way to the top, exhale, and come back down. So as you're thinking of a couple of little simple things that you can do every single day is do some stretches on those hands, get some care on those feet, and then start working on that back to make sure that you're staying straight and that you can get enough oxygen in and that you're ready to go, okay? It'll help as when you need to get up and get moving. Just those little things every single day will really help improve the circulation in your body and make you feel awesome. So I hope any of these tips would help you.